What's going on YouTube, man? Actually, I'm gonna that light is beaming, so I think maybe we can move it over here. That's gonna be better light. What's going on YouTube, man? Don't want it to cover the soundboard too much where it can hear. The baby was awake, so you hear like a little kind of like pulsing sound in the background. It's a little monitor. Um, Watching that too. Just got off work. Um, yeah, man. But hope y'all doing well. Been a few days since I made a video. Once again, was lazy. Today, well, actually, I'm not even call it lazy. Um, it simply didn't even pop into my mind. One day I'm gonna have all these posted as videos. One day. Um, but yeah, man. Making a video on my prediction for LeBron and where I think ultimately he will be going. A lot of things around the league, a lot of information on where people think he's going to go. A lot of people think the Warriors, Cavs, Heat, 76ers. I think all of those have been the major players on where he's willing to go. I think those are the top four teams. And I'm going to kind of give you my thought on all of those fits. And ultimately, at the end of the video, kind of give you a decision on where I think he'll go and where I would want him to go ultimately. Before the video starts, as in all the videos, if you don't smoke already, don't pick up the habit. It's just a vape today, but again, if you don't smoke, don't pick up the habit. It's a terrible habit to have. But starting on a general subject, for the Warriors. Actually, let's not start on general subject. Let's start on the Warriors. For reference, I don't personally think that he's gonna go to the Warriors. I know a lot of people have been talking about that. It was never really a strong thing for me, simply because LeBron's a smart guy. As Bird, what's going on, man? Scarface, greatest movie ever made, if you ask me. um, but the Warriors, they're just old. He's always wanted to play with Curry, yes, but they're simply just too old because LeBron ultimately wants to go somewhere where he can have the ball in his hands. He said that. And he wants to go somewhere where he can win. Yeah, that's right, Bird. We're talking about where we think. I mean, this video is ultimately about where I think LeBron's gonna go. Talking about all the teams that have been talking about, etc. And then at the end, I'm gonna give my prediction on where I think he's gonna go and where I would want him to go ultimately. If you guys want to keep up with the chat, put any comments or takes on what I say, perfectly fine. But right now we're on the Warriors. We just started. But they're simply just too old. He can't win with Golden State, not in the West, and with health reasonings. Curry's 38. I don't know when his birthday is, so I don't know if he'll be 39 going into next season, or if he'll be like 39 halfway through the season, or if he just turned 38. I don't know, but I know LeBron in December will be 42. So this upcoming season, Brown will be 42. Um, Golden State's just too old, and in the West, um, they just simply don't have enough uh, to get over the Spurs, who are going to be way better next year. Thunder, who arguably they're going to be better next year. Um, yeah, I don't think the Warriors are a good fit. I think they're a good fit, but I don't think they're going to get him to win. Um, Another team I forgot that they've been talking about is the Nuggets. I guess we'll start with like the Western Conference teams first. Um, the Nuggets. The Nuggets would be an amazing fit, honestly. Um, the Nuggets would be great. Uh, if you see me looking over here, I'm watching my kid. Hopefully, I don't have to pop out of here. It looks like her mom's taking care of her, man. She's amazing. But back on track. The Nuggets, I feel like, would be an amazing fit, other than the fact they're in the Western Conference. Um, Jamal Murray, Jokic, Braun. I mean, that team would be amazing. That team would be great. I feel like they would play seamlessly together, with the shooting of Murray as well as Jokic, LeBron and Jokic in the pick and roll, either which way. Um, that'd be, both of them are such elite playmakers, with the ability to make plays for others, as well as, Bron showed that he can move off the ball. Um, and I believe Jokic would be very good at that as well, given the opportunity. He plays very well off Murray. So I feel like Nuggets would be a good route for him. I don't think he'll go there, though. LeBron is kind of, I think the guy likes his warm, nice weather. And Denver doesn't exactly have that year round. So I don't think he'll go there. Um, as well as it being in the Western Conference. Um, I personally think Bron's going back to the East. I don't think at 42-year old he wants to be in the heavyweight slugging match of what each round of the West is, dealing with the Thunder, the Spurs, the Timberwolves now with LaMelo, which I think is going to be a brilliant team, an absolute like gem to watch. I will be tuning into Timberwolves games this season. Like Anthony Edwards, so but LaMelo Ball definitely as well. I feel like it's going to be a highlight reel, to watch 100%. Um, so with that, we go to the East. We'll talk about Miami. Miami's been big on, spots he'll go, or talks. I don't think he goes to Miami. I think it would be a terrible fit, personally. And I know some people are not going to agree with that, but I think it will be an absolute abysmal fit. LeBron needs to be surrounded by shooters, and you're putting him on the floor with Giannis and Bam. No, no. Um, Giannis is not a shooter. Giannis is a great player, but I don't believe he fits well with LeBron. Bam can shoot somewhat, but I wouldn't classify Bam as a shooter. Yeah, they signed a few shooters on the roster, but I don't think the fit in Miami. I feel like it's hyped up because he was in Miami prior, um, and won a few rings there with Wade, Bosh, and the group. But I would have probably have I would have Miami on the bottom of my list of fit for Bron. Um, my personal favorite, the 76ers. I don't think he'll go there. I don't think he wants to be in Philly. Um, I mean, not down talking the city of Philly, but who kind of does? um, so I don't think he goes there. But personally, I think the best fit wise, but it goes against what LeBron says with wanting the ball in his hands. Um, is the 76ers. I think if it comes down to pure, I want to win a ring, um, and be a instrumental part of that. I think the 76ers give him the best chance of winning. With Maxi at the point, who was exceptional last year, is going to be even better now this year coming up, um, with being young. VJ, who was phenomenal during the regular season and even better in the playoffs and coming off his rookie season. So this will be his second year in the league, with a little bit of experience under his belt, as well as coaching and mentoring from LeBron James. Um, he could be an all-star caliber player, in my opinion. Um, Maybe not based on the talent he has around him if he does go there, but I believe on, a bad team, he is definitely a quality all-star caliber talent. Um, then you got the addition of Jaylen Brown, who arguably was top three MVP last year. Um, Next, chill out. Um, so yeah, you got Maxi, VJ, Jaylen Brown, Braun at the 4, and then Embiid at the 5. I think with Embiid's health, regardless if he's healthy or not, um, Maxi, VJ, Brown, and Braun can win that ring. And then if you add a healthy Joel Embiid, there's no team in the league that will beat that team healthy. I think even without Embiid, you're still. I think they walk to the finals. And I think no matter if they go against OKC, the Spurs, whatever the case is, I think they give him a straight smack. If he goes to the Sixers. But I don't think he'll go to the 76ers. That's just where I would want him to go. I feel like gives him the best opportunity for a ring. Um, then we get to the Cavs. It's not where I want him to go, but if I'm being honest, it's where I think he will go. I feel like he looks at Donovan Mitchell a lot like, um, could be played in a role like Kyrie Irving. Um, so I feel like they'll play off each other very seamlessly. You get in with Mobley, Allen, so you'd probably be looking as a lineup of Harden at the 1, Mitchell at the 2, Braun at the 3, Mobley at the 4, Allen at the 5. It's a really good team. It's also a team in which Braun can have the ball in his hands, generate the offense. Mitchell can go back to a scoring role. I feel like they would trade James Harden at that point. I don't feel like they would need him. However, if they weren't to trade Harden, I feel like having a player like LeBron on the team would get him over the hump of the playoff disaster that is James Harden. Really don't know what it is with Harden that I don't know if it's the pressure. I don't know if it's like a mental block that he has in his head, but during his prime or his career based as a whole. And me personally, I don't think I've ever seen a player that is so good in the regular season come up so short time and time again in the playoffs. I don't think we've ever seen that. And that's not taking away anything from him, but time and time again, when he is needed, he shows up short. And I feel like if there's any player in the league that can help James Harden get over that or figure it out or take the pressure off the plate needed for him to perform is LeBron James. Um, so feel like Cleveland would be a great fit. It's a better fit than Miami. Um, he gets the ball in his hands, which is what he's looking for. You get the story time of going back to the Cavs, who haven't won anything once he left. For him to go back there, take that team to the finals, and win a championship would be extreme on his legacy. Um, so ultimately, I think he will be going back to Cleveland. Um, because I just don't see that at 42 years old he wants to be in the slug match heavyweight boxing ring that is the Western Conference, um, dealing with Minnesota, the Nuggets, the Thunder, the Spurs. I mean, the Rockets. I mean, the West is stacked. It is stacked. Um, well, the East, really, all you got to worry about is the Knicks. The Pistons don't really have any offense. They're a great defensive team, but they struggle offensively. They have Cade Cunningham, and that's about as far as the line goes. Haven't been keeping up much on what's going on in accounts. Hope you're having a blessed night, man. Um, what's going on, X7? Hope the same for you. Um, I just don't see him wanting to be in the West. Um, and as for the East, I don't think he'll go to Philly, which is where I want him to go. I don't feel like Miami's a good fit. And ultimately, if that's the case, that only leaves one option. And that option is Cleveland. So I think he'll go back to Cleveland. I think maybe they'll move off Harden if they can get something for it. And Le GM wants him out. Um, what's going on? Hope you're having a blessed day, man, too. So, because Miami's just not a good fit. No matter how many shooters you put around them, um, I, I don't see them winning. Um, if he goes to Cleveland, Cleveland will have to figure out how to get some defense on that roster because adding LeBron does not help them with that. Ultimately, you have to get stops, and they don't really have that. So they will have to add some defense. I could see them maybe trading James Harden for a few role players, um, doing kind of like a salary dump kind of thing. A few defensive role players and running with a lineup such as um, Mitchell, Mitchell at the one, um, some type of 3 and D at the two, Braun at the three, Mobley and Allen. Uh, appreciate that, Mr. Sanchez. But I feel like if he wants to win and everything, if I had my pick, I think the best place for him to go is Philly. But I don't think he goes there. Nuggets are a great fit. I don't think he goes there. Golden State's too old. It's too much of an if. And then even then, I don't think they can keep up with some of the younger, better teams in the West. And Miami's just not a good fit. So that leaves Cleveland. Maybe he will surprise us all and go somewhere wild that I didn't bring up, but I'll definitely be making a follow up video to this as well, based on where he does go, and we'll kind of evaluate the team from there, see what kind of moves um, I think they'll do around him to build what he needs to win. But I think that whatever team he decides to go to, if it's in the Eastern Conference, you will see that team in the finals. Um, if that's Philly or the Cavs. I think Miami's completely off the table. I don't think LeBron. I think LeBron might want to play there, but I think LeBron also knows that it's not going to be a good fit for him. So, yeah, that's my input and what I think is going to be his decision and why on pretty much all the teams that are in the main media. Um, yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments. If you agree with me, if you disagree, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Um, we're all sitting by waiting for the reveal. So, uh, yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed night. I'll definitely keep up on the story as soon as he drops on a team. Probably won't get a video that day. Maybe it will. Maybe a few days after. Whatever the case is, there will be a follow up to this upon the right decision. What's going on, Dave? But yeah, man. Hope y'all have a blessed night um, or a blessed day, depending on where you're watching. Either way, we'll see you guys in the next one.